Good morning, Sheri. How are you?
Great. Thank you for having me.
I'm super excited to get to hear your story today. So, I want you to tell me a little bit about what it means to you to be a female small business owner in Las Vegas.
Being a female small business owner in Las Vegas has been probably one of the most rewarding things I've ever done. I feel like Las Vegas is very, very pro small business once you find the organizations that are out there to help, as far as Nevada Grow and Manufacture Nevada and the Small Business Development Center. Just finding the support to assist and answer questions and mentor has been remarkable. And as far as the support from the community, I think Vegas just feels a need to support small business. So I feel like people are willing to go the extra mile, learn about the business, spend the money to support the business. So it's been rewarding. It's been very rewarding. Not to mention that after 25 years being in education, I love being my own boss.
I love that. So, Sheri, you shared with me something super special that you get to do with this business. And I wanted you to tell me a little bit about what that is and why you haven't shared that before.
um, so as a teacher, former teacher, almost 25 years, I worked with my last 4 years. I worked with at-risk high school students who were in an alternative high school diploma program, and they were in need of basic life skills. So I was outside the classroom and I was working with these kids to help them further their education, to find housing, to find jobs. I had partnerships with credit unions to teach them how to open bank accounts. And what I discovered working with these kids is that the majority of them were foster youth that had aged out of the foster youth system. They were 17 on Monday, 18 on Tuesday, and left to their own devices. So fast forward, we left California, moved to Nevada. This teacher side hustle became a full-time endeavor, and those are the kids that I now hire. Those are the kids that I want to bring in and help them with employment, and eventually have a some sort of full in-house mentoring system wherein if they're good at IT, they can work on the website. And if they're great with people, they can do sales, and just kind of find their strengths and just work with those strengths and help the company grow, and it becomes a win-win for everyone. Why it's not something I've shared, it's just me, and it was never anything that I felt was a marketing tool. And I've had so many people say, no, you have to share your story, people want to know about it, people want to learn about what you're doing. It was just kind of a behind the scenes thing that I did. And I never felt like I didn't want to exploit the kids, I guess. And it was just me.
I love that. I love that. Okay, Sheri, last big one. If you had to give one small little nugget, a piece of advice to a female that's wanting to start a small business, what would it be?
Wanting to start a small business, I would say go for it. I think sometimes people are held back by fear. And I think once you get into the midst of things, you learn as you go. Like nobody starts knowing about how to start a website, how to do sales, how to get a business license, how to get a food processing permit. But as you go, you just kind of conquer the hurdles as you go. And so I would say you have to be humble and you have to be willing to learn and seek out people that will help. And I think as I've gone through this business process, I always look at whoever I'm working with as the current expert in their field. So when it came to shipping, my FedEx rep was my teacher. And when it came to learning how to find a location and set things up as far as a commercial kitchen space, my contact at the city's planning department was my teacher. And I feel that everybody is an expert in their field, and it's just accepting that help and not being afraid to ask questions, and knowing that you are right where you need to be. I'm so excited.
Oh my gosh. Okay, so tell me, what are these?
These are our chocolate peanut butter balls. They are creamy chocolate on the outside with a surprise crunch on the inside.
And I have to tell you, I had one and they're super delicious.
It's not what people expect. They're very different. They're very unique. And it's usually like or spite. People are like, oh, not what I expected. And then the number one word, which negative connotation or not that I hear, is addicting.
They are very addicting. I will say that. I will
we
say
have
that.
our 4-count box and we have our 12-count box. One of them is a grab and go snack type size, and the 12-count is more of a gifting, thank you, party favor, larger size.
So, Sheri, I am obviously, I am in the real estate industry, and realtors, title companies, lenders, appraisers, everybody loves to send a closing gift. Is that something that you can do?
These are the best closing gift, and I'll tell you why. Because, let me show you the inside of this one. Because they are so unique that people remember them. People will remember them. And I always say people remember a food for a unique experience. We might not remember where we were, what the holiday was, but you remember something unique. You remember what you ate. You remember your grandmother's, recipe. You remember your mom's special dish. So it's super unique and people remember them. So they're great closing gifts. They're great thank you gifts. They're great open house. Here, if you eat this, you're going to remember the house you were at. So I think it's what makes them unique, makes them memorable too.
So where can you ship?
I ship nationwide, and they can also be purchased at sugarandspicelasvegas.com. And I will deliver locally, or they can be picked up at our location.
That's fantastic. So if somebody wanted to do individual closing gifts, you don't deliver them individually. They have to order and pick them up from you, right?
Either or, there is a delivery charge, so they can be delivered locally. They can be shipped via FedEx 2-day. I'm the crazy person that starts a chocolate business in July in the hottest part of our whole country, so I've mastered shipping. They come thermo wrapped, they come on ice packs, and they're shipped 2-day via FedEx all over the U.S. Or they can be picked up.
That's amazing.